we understand that Brazil has like an immense, like why Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, okay? It has an immense link with the Japanese, and martial arts in general kind of used to come from these countries at war, at civil war, at kind of, you know, warlike periods of time. And capoeira, which is known by many of us actually, it's known as more in the kind of dance performance spectrum really, but its origins are within the martial arts spectrum. And we were really excited by this because capoeira, when you say the word and you know anything about it, is extremely exciting. Just a new concept in a sense, very, very different from anything we've seen along this road, completely in its own universe as far as I'm concerned. But what's beautiful about it is it's kind of really built around a culture, the Portuguese culture found within Brazil. You know, mixed to kind of slavery stuff. I call it the blues of martial arts because the origins are kind of similar. It was an expression for people. And it's something that hit a cultural revolution too. But this is something we haven't seen, okay? This is backflips and this is kind of extreme agility. And this is Lee, who's a bodybuilder, having to do it. Yeah, be prepared to laugh. It's interesting what happens. But let's have a look.
A origem da capoeira. Normalmente as pessoas falam que ela é de origem africana, mas eu acredito que ela é muito mais brasileira do que africana, porque ela dá origem no Brasil, apesar que as pessoas que inicia a coisa do movimento da capoeira são descendentes africanos.
Hey, alright, I'm Lee. Today we're going to have a little go at some capoeira, which is a Brazilian martial art stroke. It's kind of like dance sort of thing.
E a lógica que eu tenho sobre isso é porque os negros, né, os que se chamavam de escravos, que estariam no Brasil, eles na sua terra natal, na África, muitos vinham de tribos diferentes e eram inimigos na África. Então eles não teriam como já vir com a coisa pronta da África, sendo que lá eles não eram unidos.
I haven't got much experience with it or any real preconceptions. The only experience I've got with capoeira is from Tekken, so my knowledge of it is very limited, so we'll see what happens.
E a capoeira foi uma das primeiras formas de comunicação entre os negros africanos, tido como escravo no Brasil, e que aí nascem vários movimentos como a capoeira, o batuque e outras lutas que vêm atrás.
I've recovered from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, just about. It took a while. Was like proper hardcore stuff. That was really cool, really enjoyed it. It was a wicked workout, and I don't think you can really beat that on sort of floor work, sort of grappling. So really enjoyed it, learnt a lot as well. The guys were really, really cool. So that definitely up there with the best of them.
A capoeira é movimento forte dos negros em prol da sua liberdade, né? Usando aquela coisa de união. A capoeira é um movimento de união, de companheirismo, aquela coisa de um ajudar o outro e assim vai por diante. Por isso eu acredito que capoeira é totalmente brasileira.
What does martial arts mean to you?
Acho que cada um tem como um significado, todos têm como um significado artes marciais. Mas para mim todas é uma filosofia de vida.
So we're going to go and check out Capoeira. Make sure I got my dancing shoes on and we'll see what happens. Let's go check it out.
Capoeira has an insanely amazing history, basically set up in Brazil, mixture of African culture, mixture of Portuguese culture. It's a huge hybrid thing that started around about 100 years ago. It's almost, I kind of reference it as the blues of martial arts because it was kind of an expression that the slaves had, and it was also to defend themselves, and it came from this tribal root. Capoeira therefore is a culture in itself, it's a complete lifestyle. A lot of capoeiristas have a different name, you know, they go by different names, and this is something that was historical so they could keep it at bay because it became illegal in Brazil. It's an incredible history. Now, this was incredible because we went in there thinking it's going to be a little dancey, it's going to be a little, you know, a bit of performance, bit of performance arts, a bit of Eddie Gordo, a bit of Tekken.
I got my dancing shoes already. Hit the floor.
And we were at the Basin of Camden in London. I don't know where the heck it was, but it was near Camden. It was a community centre. It was a big dance studio actually. Previously had a day with it, I saw a workshop and I did some stuff. I also had a demonstration when I was actually doing performing arts in Stratford, and I saw a demonstration of it, and again it was the play, what they call the playtime, you know.
Yeah, sparring.
The sparring stuff, and it's all non-contact deliberately because the slaves had to, and this is a very famous story in martial arts that will, you know, very synonymous in martial arts, when it's a culture and then it becomes a cultural revolution and it's banished due to whatever political reason. These guys have to do something with their skills, and they usually tend to do it as a performance, street performance and stuff like that. Capoeira turned into that, which is why it's got a reputation for being a bit dancey, a bit kind of, you know, a bit of a crazy Brazilian waltz. Absolutely, a bit like hip-hop dancing. But the reality is, this is a form of martial arts that's insanely effective. It's completely different as a consciousness, as a belief, and it's incredibly primal, it's kind of tribal, and it's beautiful. It's a whole cultural experience. Pequeno said you'll learn how to play capoeira music, you'll learn how to play certain instruments, you'll learn how to speak Portuguese. This is a whole culture, and that's, to me, the embodiment of martial arts. I think it embodies what I was raised to learn about martial arts, what I had the unique fortune of learning in the culture of China. Brazil has this culture, and it's very new and it's very vibrant and it's incredibly exciting. And going into it, I knew that Lee would probably struggle. His frame's epic, he's huge, he's a good built-up guy, and this is something that you need to be quite lean, quite agile, and, you know, doing the old backflips and the handstands and all of this kind of stuff. It's a totally different mentality. What I have to say is that Lee did extraordinarily well. Just again, he just nails it.
Backflip.
It was interesting. You've got incredible balance and you've got a very good structure. I mean, capoeira, all of that stands on its head. You're now doing things that you've never done before, and so you're really strained.
It was really cool. It did have that sort of like break dance feel to it, especially when we did the sparring. But I didn't realise it was so form based. It was 8 forms. I think it was 8 that they learned, and then that creates the basis of what you actually do when you do that. So we did all those things to start with, like the backflips and the sort of, you know, the movement, the Jenga, stuff like that. But then I went over the forms one-on-one.
Yeah, that was incredible, by the way.
And that was cool. That was good to sort of, so a lot to take in one go, but I sort of got sort of the hang of some of the movements, and then it was trying to apply those into the sparring session. But it was cool. What I liked about it was the whole community sense. Yeah. It's like when we were doing the sparring at the end, the music was going up, there was like singing, and like I was just like loving it. Really
I know. You could tell it. You could tell it in your face. One thing Lee's face always does is it never lies. It's like, you know, you got a lot of these more casual schools, and Lee's kind of like, he's having a bit of a smile. He's playing to the camera. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you weren't smiling, you were frowning. Says it all. Capoeira, you could see the aura. I think all of us were in it. And I know behind the camera, we basically had a bit of a structured film in each lesson, and we had it on a tripod, and we were doing all that kind of stuff. One mounted and one fixed to Lee all the time. For Capoeira, that thing just, we became part of the group.
Right side.
Brazilian culture, if you want to learn a different element of it, if you want to get really in depth. Pequeno said it himself. He said, I do this because I miss my home, I get homesick, and Capoeira brings home to me, and it's that true. It's very much the embodiment of Brazil. It's how they are, it's how they play football, it's how they are.
It was mad that was in the UK, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
We were in that lesson and it was like in Camden.
Yeah, exactly.
Wherever we were.
And that's the thing that's been like that with a lot of the Brazilian teachers. There's more flair, there's more vibe. I don't know if it's a Latino thing, I don't know what it is, it's just their styles are new. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was incredibly strategy based and it was very, very intelligent, which I wasn't expecting, and I thought it was incredible. With Capoeira, going to Brazilian with that, it's a way of life, and I think if you really want to see a completely different slant on what martial arts can be, Capoeira is your thing, and you'll find that in and around your town, your city. It's there. You just got to look for it and check it out because it's awesome.
Mestre polaco.
Master polaco.
Ele também faz o trabalho de capoeira regional aqui em UK.
He also works with Capoeira regional.
E está nos visitando.
And he's visiting us.
Ok? Palmas, mestre polaco. Quer falar alguma coisa da capoeira regional?
Thank you.
Quer jogar? Não? Então joga com ele.
So here we are, we've just finished Capoeira with Mestre. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. First of all, how do you think I've done today?
Eu acho que você foi bem e para a primeira aula você conseguiu fazer os movimentos básicos, a sequência do Mestre Bimba e praticamente já é um iniciante da capoeira, já é um capoeirista.
there's a big sort of sense of community and friendship and stuff, which isn't, you know, necessarily as apparent in other martial arts. But I feel like it's been really cool. It's like a big sort of group of mates basically going in and doing what they like doing. So is that sort of the spirit of it? Community and sort of being a part of a group.
Sim, sim, a capoeira é muito importante ter essa coisa da conexão da musicalidade com os círculos em volta dos dois jogadores, porque a capoeira ela sempre trabalha com a força energética, né? A energia da música, a energia da emoção, do sentimento do jogo e aquela coisa de sempre estar pensando, envolve muita energia, então é muito importante para que fique sempre fechado, aquele círculo não se quebra, sempre aquela corrente continua, sempre girando. E ela também faz aquela coisa do capoeirista, que ali não é especificamente uma luta, mas sim um treino de luta, ou seja, não é um combatendo com o outro, mas um treinando o outro.
So it uses a lot of energy. I've certainly used a lot of energy today. Absolutely knackered. Do you do any other sorts of training as well as that? Any weight training or any sort of body resistance stuff?
Atualmente só capoeira, mas muitos capoeiristas eu já fiz, às vezes sinto necessidade de fazer, não porque a capoeira necessita, mas sim porque eu gosto, por ser um capoeirista, por ser um atleta. Todo mundo gosta de sempre provar e experimentar alguma coisa diferente, mas que especificamente não tem a necessidade. A capoeira ela trabalha o seu corpo completamente. Eu acho que não tem essa necessidade, mas se você quer, quanto mais, melhor.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you
for having us. It's been really, really cool. Really enjoyed it. And thanks.
I hope you continue.